Here at the Cannes Film Festival, we're sandwiched between the crowds and the schedule. We've been crushed on the croisette, bounced between the screenings, and there's barely enough time to come visit the beach. And Tim Spool says, as painter JMW Turner in a period biopic from Mr. Mike Leigh. I'm joined now by Peter Bradshaw and Catherine Shord. Catherine, I don't like to oversell these things, but Mr. Turner was pretty good.
It was great. It was a really good film. One thing about it is, although you think something like Grace of Monaco, it's a perfect Cannes film because it's all about the Riviera setting and all that stuff, and it would actually benefit from a Cannes premiere because with subtitles you might, miss how bad it was. With Mr. Turner, it's a weird film to show at Cannes because it feels like you would miss a huge lot if you were watching it with subtitles, because like every Mike Leigh film, it's about class, it's about intonation, it's not just about Timothy Spall grunting, it's about him having a different kind of voice to other people. It's about Ruskin's voice, his absurd, posh, ridiculous delivery, which if you're seeing it in subtitles, what Ruskin is saying might seem kind of sane and good. Yeah. So it's
got a great love of language, hasn't it? It's got this great kind of ripe, rich, gamey dialogue where he says, "Brook Uriah."
I know, that's great, and so maybe that's lovely in subtitles, but it's one of those films, the Variety review went up today and said Margate, a coast, a holiday resort in the north of England, and there's so much about this film that's so kind of parochial and it's so misunderstood, and it's so, in the press conference they were talking about not shooting actually in Margate but shooting in Cornwall. This kind of thing really pisses me off, and it will really piss off a lot of Margate fans and Turner fans because it doesn't look like Margate.
You're like a single issue politician when it comes to Margate.
Right. Well, The Invisible Woman they shot in Canberra Sands, and it's not just that they shot the Margate bits in Cornwall, it's that they shot, you suddenly get a shot of Beachy Head. It's like, well, make your mind up, anyway. So that apart from all that, it's a fantastic film, isn't it? Absolutely his best in years, I think.
Peter, did the Margate effect drive you absolutely nuts? Were you able to sort of see beyond that?
I hope I did see beyond the Margate thing. I was interested in its proximity to Broadstairs, and was there going to be some fictional meeting with Dickens. I've, in fact, in common with other people, commented that Mike Leigh's kind of stylized dialogue in his contemporary pictures is a kind of neo-Dickensian effect, and it's just such a thrill to see him make the movie that Charles Dickens would have directed had he been making movies. It's absolutely brilliant, I think. People are saying, is it his best ever? I think it's certainly got a claim. It's certainly one of his best. It just hits its stride from the word go. It's that wonderful experience that you rarely have, even with the best films, that it just hits the ground running. It's just absolutely brilliant. And it's a film about artists, so you're thinking, is it going to look like, are they going to try to recreate his canvases? Is that what we're going to do? No, not at all. I mean, it looked brilliant, and it engaged, if this doesn't sound too pretentious, in a fascinating dialogue with Turner's visual sense. Dick Poe had this wonderful visual sense, and then he had that incredible scene where they imagined Turner actually seeing the Fighting Temeraire, the old Trafalgar gunship, being taken away, and that could look so cheesy. He just happened to be on the river. He happened to be on that at that time, and yet it works so well. It looks such a treat. It manages to combine being really epic. There's fantastic, huge sweeping scenes with some fantastic kind of tea time domesticity as well.
Exceedingly beautiful. I thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Turner.
My little lad could draw. I thought he could read and write. Is that who? Constable.
Turner.
You're still making your nice little pictures, Mr. Turner.
You'd make a fine subject for you to paint.
Oh, is that so? I shall cogitate upon it.
And the music has briefly stopped, which gives us the chance to get up on the dance floor in time for the next number. We'll see you tomorrow.